Okay guys, we're gonna do another little session today. So the first one we did was on passing and receiving. This one is gonna be about ball mastery on the move. So there's different moves that we're gonna practice, and it's all gonna be within a 5x5 little square. So you can have a partner doing it as long as they're 6 feet away on the other side. And we're both gonna go at the same time, so you can have a little bit of competition with someone, or if you wanna do it by yourself, that is fine. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do, I'm gonna have the ball here. You're just gonna be working. You don't have to go in a straight line. You don't have to go any way. Just use your little square. All you're gonna do, outside pushes, okay? So I'm just moving the ball to the outside of my foot only. I'm stepping across if I need to. Always just using the outside of my foot. Okay, so we're gonna go for about 35 seconds. Off we go.
So you notice right away that Amanda and Whitney are taking small touches, getting that knee bent so they can really accelerate quickly to the other side. 2 touches and then going across, bending the knees, dropping the shoulders so they can really accelerate through. This is more all about control and how many touches you can get rather than how quickly can you get from one side of the grid to the other in least amount of touches. They're right now just getting technique down, getting the feel of it. Nice small touches.
Okay, so it's up to you how long you want to do this for. The plan says a minute, but if you want to go a bit less or a bit more, that's up to you. I'm going to make sure you at least get the half of the rest time. So if you do a minute, make sure you do 30 seconds rest. Okay, next one. Similar, it's just going to be touches with the inside. Okay, so it could be little pushes, only using the inside however you want. Little touches, again, only the inside. Let's go.
So now we're going with the inside of the foot, just moving the ball between the 2 feet, getting a lot of touches in. Again, notice how you'll see here Whitney's knees are bent, so she can change directions and accelerate quickly. The ball is really close to them, keeping it under control. They are trying to take as many touches as they can within the 5-yard square. Keeping the ball nice and close. Head comes up a little bit so they see where they are in the square, so they see the space. They can see defenders if they're in a game, teammates. So it's always good to keep working on keeping the head up, eyes up, so you can see where everything's at.
Okay, our next one. It's going to be going back to the start with our outside pushes, but we're just going to add a scissor in there. Okay, so it's a little push, scissor, push, scissor. Okay, so it's just little outside push, scissor. Okay, I'm moving my feet around the ball as fast as I can. How many can I try and get? Again, you don't have to go in straight lines, you can go wherever you want. Okay, outside push, scissor. Let's go.
Now it's really more important to really sell the scissor, so after you take a quick touch, foot comes around. As you notice that the Amanda and Whitney's foot as they do the scissor is not a big lunge, it's just a quicken around the ball so they can really sell the move. They're bending the knees, dropping the shoulders, trying to fake one way, go out the other. Just a nice little touch and in, touch and in. How quickly can you do this is going to be the challenge. Coach Jamie made a good point on not always going in straight lines, go all over the grid, so maybe go off to the side and then off to the other side. Don't go in straight lines, don't go in circles.
Perfect. Well done. Okay. Again, just finishing this little block of 4. So we've done outside push scissor. This time it's going to be inside push scissor. Okay. So I'm going to push it with one foot, scissor with the other. So I push with my right, scissor with my left. Push, scissor. Okay. So I'm moving it. As I push, I'm doing it with the opposite foot. If you can get into good habits of looking around, checking your shoulder, looking for little questions in your environment, go for it. Okay, off we go.
Again, they're always starting off with small touches. They're trying to get as many repetitions in as they can. Nice little touch with one foot, come around the other. So if you touch inside with the right foot, you're coming around with the left. How quickly can you sell the move? Bending the knees, dropping the shoulders always is going to help sell the move. A little touch and around, touch and around. Again, they're going all over the grid. They're not just going in straight lines. They're not going in circles. They're going all over the grid as they would in a game. It's always important to train like you're in a game. So as Whitney's playing, she doesn't just go always in lines, and that's how she's training right here. She's going zigzagging back and forth, so act like she's in a game.
All right, well done. Okay, our next block of exercises is all going to be around using the sole of our foot. Okay, we'll start off a bit easier again, and then we might get a bit progressively harder. So all I'm going to do, using my little square again, rolling the ball across my body, stopping. Okay, so just roll, stop, roll, stop. Okay, rolling it across. Notice how my feet don't get tangled. Okay, I'm not like this. That means the ball is enough out to the side where I can roll it and still move my feet. If it's too close, I trip over. Okay? So make sure the ball is out to the side. Roll, stop. Roll, stop. Okay, here's my lovely demonstrators.
So you'll notice now that when they roll, they're more using the bottom of their toes rather than the whole foot as they roll. Whitney's trying to roll and move the other foot at the same time so she doesn't cross her feet and trip over the ball or herself. Notice again, the knees are bent. The eyes and head is up a little bit so they see space. They're going all over in the grid, and they're not just going in straight lines. Again, trying to train like they're in a game a little bit as they're doing this.
Excellent. All right. Same movement. We're going to add in a little movement. Okay. So again, start with it out to the side. Roll, stop, scissor. Okay, that's all it is. Just 3 little bits. Roll, stop. When I stop it with my right foot, I scissor around my left, or step over, wherever you want to call it. Okay. So roll, stop, scissor. Roll, stop, scissor. Roll, stop, scissor. Okay, 3 little things. Some people call it a scissor, some people call it a step over.
Step over.
We're in America, so apparently it's a step over. All right, off we go. So roll it across, stop, step over. Yep.
So one big thing on this is trying to sell the move. So as you roll, you stop. The knees are bent, acting like you're gonna go back to one side and then come back to the other. Nice small touches, keeping it nice and close. It may take a little bit to get down the movement, so if this is difficult to start out with, that's okay for you to walk through it. And then once you get the rhythm down and you get the pattern down, you can start challenging yourself by going quicker. It always helps too to talk it out, just so you can get down the movement a little bit. Good. Whitney's hips are trying to sell the move. Knees are bent, dropping shoulders, breaking ankles.
Excelente. All right. Our next one, just again, last one in our block where we're using the bottom of our foot. We're going to start with this time with an inside push. So like we did the second move, it's going to be an inside push. Then we're going to roll over the ball, but we're going to stop the ball straight away with the outside of our foot. So it's a push, roll, stop. So again, watch our push, roll, stop. Okay, push across, roll, stop. Push, roll, stop. All right. So I'm rolling it over straight away. I stop with the outside of my foot. Push, roll, stop. Okay, here it goes.
Again with this, since it is a little bit difficult as you roll and stop at the same time, just to take slow as you start out. Get down the movement before you start going quick. Again, important things is just keeping the knees bent. Trying to change directions as quickly as you can. Staying on the toes. Good. Again, they're not going in straight lines. They're going all over the grid, acting like they're in a game still. With this, you're still trying to move both of your feet at the same time. So as you roll and you're stopping at the same time, you want to roll, stop, and then try to move that other foot as quickly as you can.
Excellent. Okay, our next little block of activities is going to be a bit more advanced, okay? So like we said, if you can't do them straight away, that's okay. We would rather you be learning them here be okay with your mistakes, piece it all together. So the roll stop turn that we just did, we're going to focus on that a bit more. But this time, we're going to do a little pendulum. So it's going to be an inside, inside, and then go into that turn. So I'm going to be inside, inside, roll stop. And I'm going to go back the other way. Inside, inside, roll stop. So I'm moving it side to side. I'm moving it like that. Okay, so inside, inside, roll stop. Leg up.
All right, for this one, if you start with your right foot, you're gonna go right, left, roll stop with your right, and then go back to your right, starting with your left. So whatever foot you start with is gonna be the one that's gonna have the most touches during this. As you notice with Amanda, she's gonna be going a little bit slower, trying to get down the rhythm, which is good. We'd rather have you get down the rhythm and the move before you start getting out of control. It's always important to get down what you're gonna do first before how quickly you can do it. Again, bending the knees is gonna be really important on this so you can move quickly side to side as you do this.
Good work, good work. Okay, our next one, what we're going to do is going to start off with an outside push, and then it's going to be like an L drag back turn. So like we did in the passing and receiving one. So I'm going to push it out to one side, and then I'm going to do an L touch back. Pass, touch. Okay, so out to the side, outside touch, drag it back. Outside touch, drag it across. Okay, so I'm going from side to side. See if we can boss that. Off we go. I call this one start piece special.
So now here all we're doing, taking the first touch with the outside of either foot, and then we're gonna go with a Cruyff going back the other way. So it's a touch. So one foot's gonna be doing all the work in this one. Touch of the outside right, Cruyff with the right. Good job by Sharpie here on bending her knees. Okay, she has the rhythm down, so she's gonna see how quickly she can get through this. Again, it's not how quickly she can go to the other side, but how many times she can get this down in the 5 yards.
Okay, last one.
Amanda's keeping her eyes up, seeing where the space is. She's going side to side as she does this.
Good work. All right, last one in the advanced category. Okay, this one. Like before, the pendulum, the quick pendulum, the inside, or the messy shuffle, however you want to call it. This time I'm just going to make it a bit more exaggerated, so I'm kind of jumping out to one of the sides. So instead of a quick one like this, it's a bigger one, and when I do this now, I'm going to do a drag back all the way. Okay? So again, it's like a sequence. I'm going from side to side. So I'm out, drag back. Out, drag back. Okay, shuffling it across. Just move it with the ball. Okay? Let's go. 35 seconds.
So nice small touches going on here. All you're gonna do is a quick pendulum, and then we're gonna do a V-cut, open up the inside of the foot. So a couple key things here is, can you move both of your feet at the same time? You don't want any of your feet cross over. It's not a rollover, it's just a quick pendulum, and then opening the hips like a V-cut and going the other way with the other foot. Once you have it down, you can see how quickly you can go. If you're still having a little bit of trouble with it, which is okay, just walk.
Okay, our last little block of 5 is going to rely on some creativity. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is going to start off with an outside push. Okay, going to do a little 2-touch Cruyff, and as it's coming across, you're going to stop it and roll it back over this side. Okay, then you're going to start fresh with a new one. So I do that a bit at a faster speed. Starts off with outside push, 2-touch Cruyff, roll it back, stop again. I might go this side this time. I'm going to go across, do it again. So I'm breaking it down for you. Outside push, 2-touch Cruyff, roll it back across. Let's see if we can do a couple of those in your little sequence. Okay, off we go.
So Amanda and Whitney are doing a good job of staying on their toes, trying to do this as quickly as they can. And if you don't have it down right now, it's okay to go a little bit slower to get the rhythm down. What Whitney's doing a good job with is using the bottom of her toes to really drag and do the Cruyff as quickly as she can to keep moving the ball. Amanda is doing a good job on going side to side, so she's not going in a straight line like she won't play, like how she plays in the game. Trying to get it down. Good. Bending the knees, dropping the shoulders, trying to go side to side as quickly as they can.
Good. That's one.
Good. Again, if you make a mistake, that is okay. This is the time and place to make mistakes.
Smashed it. Well done. Okay, now we're gonna give a bit of onus on you guys and girls, okay? So you're gonna come up with a 2-move combo. So to any 2 moves that you want, it could be ones that we practiced, could be ones that you know by yourself, but you're gonna do that entire 2-move combo up and down. Then you can change it once you've done it maybe once or twice. So the 2 moves I'm gonna do is just gonna do a little scissor and then a pendulum. That's all I'm gonna do, up and down, and then I can change. Okay, so I'm gonna be here, go scissor, here, scissor, scissor, that, many times as I want, up and down. When I've done it up and down, I might be able to change it. So I might go roll, elastico, it's up to you. Whatever you want, be as creative as you can. I wanna see some examples of this where we are being creative, okay? 35 seconds, off we go.
So here you can pick any 2 move combinations you want. You'll go up and down in the 5x5 grid, and then after you do that once, you can do another 2. So this is going to be a lot of the creative side for players to see what they can do, put any 2 moves together. Nothing is wrong with this. You'll see that Sharpie is doing a Cruyff with a couple touch on the outside, bring it back, and then they'll change up what they want to do. A lot of this is just coming with by playing with the ball as much as you can. Just get a feel for the ball, just doing different things with it when you have time.
Excellent. All right, we're going to move it on, make it a tiny bit harder. Just on a 2-move combo. Now we're going to do a 3-move combo.
Oh!
Okay, so any 3 moves that you want, string them together, get up and down. So it might be a little thing as before.
1, 2,
3. You can do whatever you want. Okay, just make sure it's consistent and try and get up and down. 3 moves in a row. I'm excited to see you 2 at this.
I got nothing.
You got to think.
Time for this.
3 moves. Off we go.
So now just like the last one, but now we're going with 3 move combo in the grid. Again, it can be any 3 moves together. As you see go is up and down, and then you can switch up what moves you want to work on.
Good thing that Amanda's doing is she's talking to herself in her head.
The biggest
She's
thing
saying
is
roll, step over.
the biggest thing for this is just keep talking yourself through things as you do this. It shows that you're concentrating, you're trying to make up things, trying to get better as well. Whitney and Amanda both are doing a good job on bending the knees, trying to really sell the moves, dropping the shoulders. How quickly can they get down their 3 moves?
Brilliant. Alrighty. 2 to go. This time we're gonna do a freestyle. Okay? So you can choose 1 move, you could choose 3, you could choose 17. You're just gonna get up and down as creative as you can, as sharp or as slow as you want, just as many different skills that you can. Okay? So it could be anything that you want, just make sure it stays on the floor. Okay, I'm doing as many skills as I want. That's up to you. Alright? Freestyle. Who's going to be the most creative? 30 seconds to be creative. Let's go.
The good thing about this is the creativity that players will come up with. They'll do some moves that they may not be able to do sometimes, but they'll just come up with their own moves as they go through this. Again, key things are bending the knees, dropping the shoulders, trying to sell some of the moves as you go through this.
Yes, Roshi.
You can do one move, you can do 2 moves, 4 moves, 8 moves, whatever you want as you get up and down the grid.
Good stuff, you can have a little breather. All right, our last one. We're just gonna find ways to go up and down. One rule, ball can't touch the floor. So you're gonna try and keep the ball up to there. I will let you stop at the end and catch it if you wanna start again. If you wanna challenge yourselves, try and keep it up all the way. Go for a minute if you can, okay? So try not to use your hands from the start. Try to get it up. How am I gonna keep this ball up? I can use different body parts if I want to. I can keep it up however I want. Now I'm gonna find ways to turn it around. Here we go. I'm finding ways to try and keep it off the floor.
Again, on purpose. And on fatigue.
Let's see. Off we go.
So with this one, now we're just trying to keep the ball from hitting the floor. How many times can we juggle up and down in the grid without the ball touching the ground? As you can see, it's a little bit more difficult, which is good. This is a good challenge for any player at any age level. You can be as creative if you want, like Sharpie just tried there. You can make it more challenging by putting some other cones around where you can't touch those. This is a good little way to have a competition with a couple friends.
Excellent. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Remember, go outside, go practice, stay 6 feet apart. Send your coaches in your examples. Hope you enjoy it.